this class. So yeah, Aruni, very good afternoon or very good evening. So now I am going to share my screen. Today we have a very small discussion. Actually it is very simple concept, but we can easily understand. But we can apply this concept each and every conflict to analyze it deeply. So it is that's the usefulness of this discussion and this concept. It is called ABC triangle. I think you might aware about this, some of you, right? So simply it is called ABC triangle, or sometimes it's called conflict triangle, right? The theory or the concept was created by Johann Galtung, the famous, as you know, the famous conflict theorist Johann Galtung. In 1969, he published a research paper in the Journal of Peace Research. In this article, he was talking about the importance or formation of the complete triangle or ABC triangle. So then it is called complete triangle again, right? So then the triangle highlights the three aspects of conflict situation. Three aspects of conflict situation. Wait 1 minute. Can you see the screen now? Lakni? Aruni?
Yes, sir, we can see.
Okay. So then this is the triangle, right? So downwards, the left hand side, there's a corner. That corner is named A. A means attitudes, right? So then the bottom right hand side, there's a corner. That corner is labeled as contradiction or contest. It means the letter C. Then the upper part, top of the triangle, there's a notification. It is called a B or behavior. So then attitudes, behavior, and contradiction. Attitudes, behavior, and context. So that is why it is called ABC triangle, right? ABC triangle. Attitudes, behavior, contradiction. I have brought this concept and published a research paper regarding youth perceptions. So I have sent the link. You can see it. The name of the paper is Bullet vs. Bullet, an ethnographic study of the perceptions of youth in transition in Nepal. Right? If you have time, you can read it. Right? A, B, C. That's the concept I have borrowed. Now again, I want to share my presentation. That was the research paper. Right. It can be applied to analyze the incomplete or completed situation, thinking about three aspects: attitudes, behavior, and contradiction. That's why it's called ABC, right? So, under the A part or attitudes, we can find feelings, prejudices, beliefs, opinions, then different views, the way of looking, the way of perceiving, and perceptions. There are different perceptions we are having. Then the B part, the war, killing, quarreling, blaming, scolding, fighting, stabbing, and so on, right? So C part, contest, structure, background, we can say ground reality, empirical reality, the inequality, discrimination, incompatible values, incompatible gods are there. So these things are called, or these things are under the C part of contradiction: attitudes, behavior, and contradiction, right? So that's why it's called ABC. It is very important to remember. It's called ABC as well as the conflict triangle, right? It is like iceberg, right? Triangle is divided into two parts actually, upper and lower part. It's like iceberg. The upper one is be on the top, being more visible. Upper one is the most visible part of the iceberg. Likewise, upper part or visible part, upper part, or I mean behavior part of the most valuable, or I mean not the valuable, actually visible part of the conflict. B, behavior is the most visible part of a conflict, right? Then after, the other two, B and C, they are on the bottom. Actually, they are not visible. They are hidden. They are underneath the water level, like in an iceberg, right? It is very difficult to see them. If you want to see the attitudes and context of contradiction, we have to do a research. We have to analyze the conflict. We have to think deeply. We have to investigate the conflict slowly and very deeply and carefully. Otherwise, we cannot understand attitudes which are entangled, which are embedded with the conflict. We cannot realize what are the root causes and other things which are interconnected with context or contradiction, right? If you want to have a clear and good picture of the conflict, then we have to think about A, B, and C. But behavior is almost visible. When there something is happening, we can easily see it. For example, there are two boys, they are quarreling with each other. We can see the behavior part, right? So if Pakistan and India are fighting with each other on the issue of Kashmir, so then we can see the behavioral part, right? So on the LTTE and the government forces are fighting with each other, then we can see the visible part. So, but if you want to have a big and clear exact picture of the conflict. So then we have to think about attitudes part and uh, see the contradiction part or contest part, right? It means incompatible goals or incompatible uh, views or values, right? So then that's what we want to highlight. That's what we want to learn these things. I mean, conflicts are the part of our life. We cannot avoid them. We have to face conflicts every day. That's the reality of this nature, this world. That's the reality of our life, right? For example, for you are also having conflicts. I'm also having conflicts, right? There are different type of conflicts, right? Uh, we will talk about types of conflicts. So interpersonal, personal, the in conflicts between interpersonal, interpersonal, right? There are many. So, but we cannot avoid. We are not thinking about involving the conflict, but there are conflict in our day-to-day life. We cannot avoid. See, according to Karl Marx, there's other part. According to that, there's a positive aspect of the conflict, right? Uh, it means, according to him, conflicts help us to find new things, to think a new way, right? Conflict help us to have development. According to the point of according to the point of view of Karl Marx, if we need to achieve, if we need to have development, so then conflict help us to do that easily, right? Uh, so that's the talk about ABC triangle like iceberg. Complete triangle is used to analyze all type of complete situation even with multiple actors. That's what I said, right? So then I think you aware about this concept about complete triangle or ABC triangle, whatever the name you used or they used. They means your teachers or the persons who taught ABC triangle or complete triangle to you, right? So I'm very sure this part uh, might be missed day, right? Because this is the analysis of Joan Galton. So actually we know there are three parts, A, B, C. This ABC triangle can be divided into, can be analyzed into 8 parts, 8 stages or 8 parts, right? Uh, Actually 8 parts. For example, look at that. A0, B0, C is 0, right? Then what the result according to Galton, there is no conflict, right? There's no conflict. Then A positive, B0 is there, it means attitude is there. B0, there's no behavior part. C0, there's no contradiction part, right? Then attitudes, assumptions are there, but they are preparing. They are melting with each other, right? Actually, they are boiling inside our mind, right? Attitudes part is there. Attitudes are there. Then A0, B is there, C0. Then behavioral patterns prepared according to Gartner. Then A, B are there, C0. Attitudes, assumptions, and behavior prepared, but there's no, it is very difficult to find contradiction. Then A0, B0, C is there, contradiction is there, not, and and nothing else. A0, A is there, B is 0, C is there. Then subconscious level fully prepared. Right? Attitudes are there, contradictions are there, but there's no visual behavior pattern. So A0, B is there and C is there. Ritualistic conflict behavior. Ritualistic conflict behavior. There's no attitudinal part which are boiling for a long time, right? But just behavior is there, contradiction is there, right? There is no attitudes. Then A is there, B is there, C is there. All three are there. Then a fully articulated conflict is there. To have fully articulated conflict, we should have A, B, and C, attitudes, behavior, and contradiction. But according to this analysis, which was done by the Johan Galton in 1996, Peace by Peaceful Mean, so there are different levels of this analysis. Yeah? There are different stages of the conflict when it is been developing, right? So then this is the concept. It's called ABC triangle or conflict triangle. It can be divided into several parts. Is it clear? This is a bit complicated, but it has been done by the Johan Galton. Is it clear? Any questions, Lakni, Aruni?
Yes, sir. We got the basic idea clearly, sir.
Aruni?
Clear.
Then you have a small task, right? What the task? Practical thing. What is that? Just for understanding, not for counting for the examination marks, right? This is not a CA, but just for the your understanding, right? Without practicing this, you cannot fully understand this concept. So that's a very important part, right? That's why I am suggesting this. I can teach, but you have to learn it by practicing, because when you are going to analyze conflict, we have to apply this concept. Think about practical examples, right? Think about practical examples, then analyze a conflict. It might be a small scale conflict or disputes between two persons or two groups. All right. So middle scale conflict, large scale conflict, or protracted conflict, or war protracted means long driven conflict or long driven war, like 30 years war in Sri Lanka. They are called protracted conflict or protracted wars, right? So I would suggest, please think about small conflicts, right? Conflict in our day-to-day life, conflict within our family, conflict within our friends, conflict among the university, conflict among the school, conflict which is in our village, conflict which is in our urban area or city, right? So you can take a conflict from the ancient perspective, right? I mean, you can take an example from the Polk Talks. Polk Talks, you know, Polk Talks. So then you can take examples from our history or Jataka Kathaos or whatever the things, right? Then analyze it using this ABC triangle and put it in our WhatsApp group, right? Is it clear? Select very small conflict, right? Conflict or 2-3 conflicts. Then small, very small, not like India, Pakistan conflict or India, China conflict, not like that, right? Not like LTT and Sri Lankan government conflicts. We can analyze this type of conflicts in later part. So, but just we want to have what just we want to have basic idea about this concept and how to practice it. To do first, we have to select very small and very familiar conflict for us. So otherwise, it is very difficult to find attitudes part, right? For example, if we take the conflict about, I mean, India-Pakistan conflict, right? It is very difficult to find attitudes part and contradiction part, right? Between Indians and Pakistan is, right? In later on, while you are reading and while you are studying conflict and peace course, then you can have that ability, you can have that capacity, but until then, you have to think about very small conflict, right? So please select one or more than one, then analyze them, write in a table. Just first you have to summarize the story. Story means the story about the conflict, right? First write about the story about the conflict, right? Then draw a table like this. Table like this, right? Table like this. Then put, according to your point of view, according to your idea, put certain parts in filling this A, B, C, right? Each part of, please pull the, I mean, complete each part of the table, right? So it is very useful for you when you're going to analyze the conflict, right? Is it clear? First think about very small conflict, right? Then write about the conflict. Then draw a table. Then according to your point of view, according to your understanding, write what are the attitudes are there? What are the behavioral part is there? What are the contradiction part is part of the conflict? If you want, you can use this table to identify growth of the conflict, right? First, we can see there's no any attitudes, I mean, antagonistic feelings, or I mean, negative attitudes, uh, hate thoughts, right? Attitude, there's no attitudes. Then B, there's no. C, there's no violent contradiction. Then first, attitudes are there. There's no behavior part, there's no contradiction part, but only attitudes are there. As attitudes, assumptions, prejudices, beliefs, views are there. They are being prepared. They're boiling like volcano, right? So then A, sometimes A is not there, B is there, C is not there. But you have to think about this table. Sometimes when you are filling this table, you may not find suitable, I mean, points to fill each and every sketch, right? You may not find, then it is okay. It means you know, this part is not there, that part is there, right? It means you learn to handle this ABC triangle or complete triangle when you're going to analyze your complete. All right. So this is more task. Please type them and forward it to me through the WhatsApp group. Then others can understand, right? Others can learn. So I put the useful links for your additional reading. So first one is video. Johan Galton is there. The Professor Johan Galton is there. He's talking about complete triangle and positive triangle as well as positive piece and negative piece. Especially he's focusing on positive piece and negative piece. Then you can watch it by his own words, right? Then the another one, that's a lesson about a complete triangle. Then again, another article, I mean theoretical part, I have brought it from the internet. So then my article about bullet plus bullet, if you have time, please go through it and read it and just put a comment, right? Whatever that you understand. That's the new concept, the contest, because the article is talking about the foreign experience of the foreign country, not about Sri Lankan contest, but it is focusing on youth perception because you are in the young age. I think it is very important for you. Please see how I analyze the ABC triangle when when I was trying to uh, communicate my ideas to the other academic community. Right? I think thank you very much. Because of the faculty board, I couldn't start very early as we assumed, but after after completing, I mean after stop the faculty board, I came to the Zoom lecture to discuss, to teach this lesson to you. When I talk, you feel that it's very small, but don't think that is small. That's very deep and very broader concept. It is very useful. That's the most important part. Each and everywhere we can apply this to understand our conflict, and then it is very easy to manage the conflict, right? So thank you very much for participating. If you have any questions, this is time for you. You can raise your question. Aruni, Lakmi?
Sir, do we allow to write out to the WhatsApp?
Sorry?
Sir, do we allow to do that activity on a piece of paper and take a photo and upload to the WhatsApp group?
Yeah, that's good. That's fine. That's good.
Okay,
That's good.
sir. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. Our kids, they want to see your face. Yes. The kids are not showing their faces. Okay, thank you very much. See you then later. I mean, in Saturday, 7 o'clock, 7 a.m., right? Lakni?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. Stay safe and enjoy your life and try to analyze conflict. That's good. Please write it in your own paper or maybe in presentation version, or just take a paper and write it and post it into the WhatsApp group, right? Please be aware that that's not the examination like CA. That's for your understanding, right? Don't take it, I mean, wrong way, right? Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye. Bye. Bye.